The worst thing you can do when dealing with Nationwide Insurance after an auto collision, a motorcycle accident, or a truck accident with them is talking to their insurance adjuster without talking to an attorney first. Here is why. As soon as you call them, whether it's for property damage or even if you're terribly injured, is that they are recording everything you're saying. And you may not remember the facts of the case exactly right because their insured pulled right in front of you and you only had a second to make and avoid it or try to do something to avoid the collision. But now that you've had time to think about it in the hospital or wherever you are, you're thinking about all the things you could have done, and maybe you mentioned those things by accident. There's literally nothing you could have done. The person pulled right out in front of you. There's no way for you to avoid that collision, but because time slows down for us when we think about these things, it makes it sound like you could have avoided it somehow, and they will absolutely use that against you, even though their person turned left right in front of you and there's nothing you could have done. So the worst thing you can do early on in a case is talk to their insurance adjusters without talking to an attorney first, or having me or someone else like me on the line with you so you don't accidentally make a mistake early in the case to give them a position where either they fight liability, even when it's totally clear, or you're under care and treatment with doctors, and you, in a polite society, say, when they ask you, oh, how are you doing today, sir? And you say, oh, I'm doing fine. And you're really not fine. You have a broken arm, or you have a strained neck or back, or you've lost wages because you can't work, and you're saying fine because you're being polite. But later, if you hire me, and the attorney for the insurance company is like, oh, Scott, how come they said they were fine, a day or two after the accident, and now you're telling me, you owe us millions of dollars. And it's hard to answer that question. So the best you can do early on is just not talk to the insurance company. For Nationwide, my name is Scott O'Sullivan. I'm a personal injury attorney. I've been doing this for over 25 years. I'm a former insurance defense attorney, so that means I used to work for big insurance companies like Liberty Mutual and defending them in cases like yours. So I know what they're going to do to you. And I've taken enough cases all the way through to litigation to know how these things can affect you later without you even knowing it. Give me a call before you talk to anybody from Nationwide Insurance.